That's my nigga, that's my dog. Yeah. That's my nigga, that's my dog. That's my mud brother, yeah, we came. We was raised in a gutter. We gon' eat, we gon' ball. If a nigga ever go, write my name on the wall. That's my nigga, that's my dog. Yeah, we came from the slums. We were raised in a gutter. We gon' eat, we gon' ball.
Yes, sir, we back. Higher voltage. I'm in here with my boy
SwampCity Kapp.
We finna vibe up. We in here at Higher Voltage. We got a couple topics for y'all. So the first one is $1 million enough? That's what Cap was saying. Cap got a question for the people out there, all my Voltage family out there. Is $1 million enough?
Hell no. We know that shit ain't enough.
I mean, it might be enough to somebody who never really had much, so they feel
Still
like
ain't
it's a
enough.
start.
He gonna blow through it. It still ain't enough.
You know, anything can be enough to anybody.
Once he
you know
get
what I'm
that big chain, get that whip, you know what I'm saying? That lady, you know what I'm saying? He 100.
Everybody ain't gonna go about it like that. Some people might be a little humble, like, man, I had so many nights sleeping in hotels, sleeping in cars.
Well, when he buys mama that crib that he didn't think about before he spent that little meal, and he buy, you know, his sister and a little son, he back down $100,000.
What about the people who went to school and, you know, they had a bad situation and, you know,
Got that
they got that money, they got that $1 million now, they finna do right by that money. They ain't finna fuck it up like the rest of them.
But then you got that college.
But that ain't nothing to $1 million. If you got a college, like 60 bands, 100 bands, college debt, that ain't bad if you got $1 million.
Yeah, but you gotta think, man. Everything is more expensive nowadays, man.
It's really more about the mind state. Is you doing more spending than you doing investing? Is you doing more saving than you doing blowing?
Well, we all know when you spend the money and ain't making none. That's always.
Yeah, and it's always easy to say what you would or wouldn't do when you ain't got it in your hand.
True, but $1 million ain't really too much money nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, once again, it all depends on who hands it. Because a hustler might take that $1 million and turn it into $3 million.
You know what? I would say you won that case.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
if you was just saving about $1 by dollar for the 1,000 by 1,000, them $100 was real serious until it got comfortable. You gonna respect that money way more than somebody who taking that money used to not really earning the money for real.
No, that's real. I'm just thinking no more of the instance of like.
Yeah, it ain't a lot of money for sure.
It ain't a lot of money. Like, say once you really buy a crib, say if you buy a $250,000 crib, you buy a $30,000 vehicle or whatever, you already over a quarter of your money almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, it all depends on what spending habits and what investments you got planned. You can go into and even sometimes investments crash. You might have the money and go into a restaurant business and the business fold, and at least you try.
It ain't no least you try when you blow that kind of money down.
Nah, it's true. but the effort do matter because you can go straight blow the money and then people be looking at you like a fool.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You probably could build another business partner and pick up where you left off from if you did some of the right steps.
But I mean, how Miami going right now is definitely not enough money.
No, it's true.
It's definitely not enough money. I mean, when you got a family, you got, you know, responsibilities that it's nothing nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even have healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Paying for healthcare in real life situations and shit.
What it is if you got enough self-discipline to create a balance, the moment you get that $1 million and already got goals and dreams and you put them into effect as soon as you get it. Because what happens is a lot of people get that much money and they didn't have a plan from the jump when they received the money. So off rip, that money finna go downhill because they never had a plan. They trying to come up with a plan while the money going away. But if you got a couple plans,
a man without a plan is planning to fail. So you gotta have a plan. You right. You know what I'm saying? So but I mean, with the day, it's like rolling dice. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but right now, if I had $1 million right now and I went and started a business and bought a crib, I feel like I'll still have like enough money left where it's like it's up to me to see if those situations that I got involved with and that I started, would it take me to the next level or would I be in debt from trying to keep them going? You know what I mean? That's really the real situation with some people, because you can go buy a crib for like $400,000, $350,000, $300,000, and then after that, you know, you might spend about the same amount into a business, $250,000, $300,000. So you still got about $400,000, $350,000 left. But the thing is, what you doing with your time?
It sounds like, about that much. But, I mean, I always look at it like this. You're right. Because if you save that money, you gonna pinch off it, and eventually it'll be gone. Believe it or not,
Right.
You can spend $100. You can spend $100 in a year. You know what I mean? Just doing little shit, everyday shit, without having any income coming in. So when you look at it over time, I mean, I ain't trying to say you get $1 million, oh, you broke next year. But I mean, in the course of a couple of years, you're gonna be at your minimum. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna have $1 million and still stay in some poverty type shit. You're gonna at least get a condo, at least get something nice, and then you think about maintenance.
And I think that's the difference between the people who can make it with dollars and the people who gonna just have the money and then, you know, basically say I once had the money but it's all gone. The people who invest. That's basically what it boiled down to, because at the end of the day, even record labels right now assign an artist and give him $1 million, but right after they give him $1 million, he's in debt probably $4 million. Like
before you give him before you give him $1 million.
Yeah, same time. It's like same time. As soon as they give you already in debt $3-4 million. So the $1 million still have a high value, but everything
it has a value,
it's
just not a high value.
No, it still have a high value. It's just everything is expensive. So it's like
it's not a high value then. I think if the dollar done moved up to the $10, right?
I mean, 20,000 is not a lot of money, but it's still a high value for what depends on what you're gonna purchase with it.
Yeah, but if you had 20,000 in your life right now, you don't see nothing really changing in your life. You just know you got money in the bank now that you don't really have.
But that goes back to the goals, depending on what you want to do with it. If I got 20,000 and I'm planning on buying a used food truck and I already got everything mapped out, and I'm finna see if this money finna come back immediately, then it's a different ball game. That's why I say anybody who receives the money, it all depends on what their goals is and how effective they can put the time and effort in to invest and make moves on the money soon as they get it.
True. But I mean, we all know when you ain't never had no money before, that shit there, you saying in secondary, I gotta do, you know, all the things I really want to do when I ever said I was gonna get some money, and then I'm gonna get to the important shit. I mean, that's just the mindset of somebody who really never had that.
Yeah. Which is majority of us.
That's why when people win a lotto, they broke. You hear me? I mean, when you see that kind of money, you don't know that's not a lot of money when you spending that kind of money. Like saying if you're a middle class citizen, right, and you came across that kind of money, you can live comfortably because you was already kind of living on a certain level. You know what I mean? That all you gotta do is maintain that kind of lifestyle or upgrade a little bit. But when you came from the bottom, you just want to kind of shoot all the way up because you ain't never had nothing. And when you do that, you kind of forget that, hey, when I buy this $1 million crib or when I buy this $400,000 crib, the maintenance of that crib, you understand what I'm saying? The you know what I'm saying? Get the grass cut, to get when the dryer going out, when the fucking dishwasher going, all this shit costs because I had a house before.
Yeah.
And when we all like raised in public housing, sometimes we don't know what shit costs because you got HUD coming in and fixing every damn thing.
Right.
When you got to pay somebody like a handyman to come in.
You got to pay for all your own roof and your own
I
plumbing.
had a handyman to come in my shit. I tried to get the ugliest nigga I could find. Shout out to him.
Most definitely. But I feel like when you talking about $1 million, like even hood niggas who never seen that much money before, they could go blow $400,000 and still have money left. They could blow half of it, half a ticket, $500K, and still have money left to make some better decisions with the rest of that money. Because the things that niggas really be wanting don't really hold that much value. They go buy a couple $1,000 pair of jeans, a mirror, a couple J's, a couple designer, couple little chains or whatever jewelry he gonna buy, whatever whip, and niggas be damn near satisfied, them hood niggas. Niggas ain't
but then you
really
say,
tripping.
like you said, what you gonna do with that? What if you buy them same mirror jeans and all that shit and walk into a room that, you know what I'm saying, full of other niggas that, you know, accept the nigga in the mirror jeans and all that, and now you put yourself in a different realm of being able to, you know what I'm saying, fuck with other people and mingle.
I mean, that's what most people look forward to who don't even have a plan at all. They just like, oh, I'm going to make myself seem better, look better, and it's going to attract, you know, 48 laws of power. It's going to attract money people, more business transactions, more people want to work with me and network with me.
We all know when you look good, you got a couple days or so to keep that impression on how you made on somebody.
Right.
If you can keep it up, they'll believe it. If you can't, then they're going to be like, well, I seen you like this, and then I see like, oh, going down.
I mean, but the difference really, to me, the real difference to me is when you really got a plan and you really having progress or motion or whatever they want to call it. You really got something going on for real.
I mean, you should always have a plan. That's the given. That's why when people
a lot of niggas
they
ain't
get
got
advisors.
a plan.
Oh, but I'm just saying. That's why when you get money, most people have advisors. When you think about smart people,
And one thing about it, sometimes ain't nothing wrong with not having a plan, because sometimes it take a while for you to figure out. You know, it takes time for you to come up with a good idea.
That's why the advisors come into effect. You know what I'm saying? Most people we know with bread, they got advisors. We think they're making these decisions, but they pay somebody to make these decisions. Smart people hire smarter people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Believe Donald Trump is a smart guy.
And the more I think about it now, a lot of people is gonna blow that money, like you said. Because I know people who come around certain situations and they see stuff and they be like, "How much you spending?" You be like, "Oh no, this about $70,000 to have this business or whatever," and they be like, "Damn, I just blew that in the club and hotels and traveling and hanging out. Damn, I could have had a business like that." And you start to realize that a lot of people not willing to step out on faith either and start stuff and do stuff.
Well, I'm glad everybody especially the black community, we learn. You know, there ain't nothing wrong because I support the naked hustle. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing that money, but you know, at a certain point, it's a certain limit of what you should be throwing in the club and then because you can invest that. But we finally learned that. That's why they got so many rappers.
And niggas still ain't learning.
No, it's a lot of niggas did though. That money be kind
of. A lot of niggas learn.
Complaining. Bitches complaining.
A lot of niggas learn, but a lot of niggas still ain't learning.
But they complaining. If you put your ears in the club and bitches complaining, niggas ain't throwing money like that no more.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, like they still going and they still supporting. Whether they throwing money like at a large amount, they still going and they still supporting. So,
but when they going, that admission going to the club, you feel me? But they tips, they ain't getting that like they used to. You gotta remember.
I just feel like the money just slowed up on the streets. That's why.
The money, but then again,
that's why the minute the joint come back, a nigga teed up, them niggas gonna be right back.
But they,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, some niggas got 365s. Right. Niggas all year long, but niggas just finding better things to do with their money. Now, I ain't gonna even say better things. I'm gonna say better things. Fuck it, better things to do with their money because
I will hope y'all finding better things to do with y'all money. Because from the looks of it, like I said, niggas will come around and see a setup that they could afford, but they won't never step out on faith and purchase it. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that a lot. Even with myself, I had to, hey man, stop talking about it if you ain't gonna do it and actually go start purchasing stuff to put yourself in a predicament where like, boy, I done put my money where my mouth is. Now I done start buying so much stuff and doing so much stuff to now I gotta follow through.
I'm gonna give you, it's a nigga was out of Detroit, right? He had won a lotto or whatever. I think he got X amount of dollars, whatever. But this is just the funny part about the story. The nigga went and bought a chain, right? The chain was like $20-something. Mm-hmm. Immediately he got robbed at a gas station, right?
Right.
Now, you know what I get out of that?
What?
You spent $20,000 on the chain, $25,000 on the chain, but you ain't buy no goddamn gun.
Right.
That's what I see going out of that shit.
Right. So
you gotta do right with the money regardless. Like, I can't blame him for wanting to get the chain, but I could blame him for not getting the goddamn gun. You know what I'm saying?
One thing about it though, like they say, a fool and his money shall part. So at the end of the day, a lot of stuff don't really hold no real value anyway. We the ones giving it all the value. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Them jewelers be telling us something costs a certain price, man. If you really could get to the source, man, it'll be way less. But it's cool because pawn shops still deal with you according to some of these numbers, so everybody still go by it. But I feel like at this point right now, a lot of people gonna do foolish stuff with their money. Some people gonna find smart, important things to do with their money.
I just define foolish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we look at other people's situations, we call it foolish. Man, let that man live. You know what I mean,
I feel like a lot of purchases could be, if you could wait for it.
Sometimes you can't wait. You might die tomorrow.
That's true, but I just still feel like if you could wait, if it's not a necessity and you don't really need it for your day-to-day life, then that means you could go without it. And I feel like it's a lot of stuff that we attach to in our culture that makes us feel like we need it, but in all reality, we don't need it. And I feel like the ones who got that self-restraint and that discipline, those will be the ones who will get that $1 million that we talking about and basically do way better at it and basically probably grow into a multi-millionaire, if not, get to the 3rd, 4th million before they even slow down and they be settled and comfortable with whatever they left with.
Well, nowadays they blessed with that, man. They got the internet. These people can look at things and see it. That's why, you know what I'm saying, me as an older guy, I would say I'm a bit jealous of. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't really come up seeing that money like that. The way these young, they could look at their uncles, literally, their daddies, they, you know what I'm saying? It's really here. They could come out their door and see a Mozzie. They could come out their door and see a lamb truck.
Right.
Like, we had to really go outside our bounds to see these things. So, to get motivation, we really had to look for it.
Right.
They could wake up, you know what I'm saying, and roll into this bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a faster generation, and they got more millionaires than 17 and 18 probably now than ever in history. You know what I'm saying? Because the opportunity is there. That's the only thing, like, when they say old cats is jealous of shit, if I was going to be a jealous old cat, that's the one thing I'd be jealous of. That was shit. Them outlets wasn't there when we was coming up. So we could have took advantage of that shit and made it way now. Now when they came up, it would be even better for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you. Shit. I mean, I like to see the young niggas getting in, and I understand what's going on. It's just a different time frame, and you know, the internet and social media didn't really exist as much back then as it does now. So you know, that's just a given, basically. Even with all streaming platforms, it's just so much new stuff that's a part of the game now that it's just a given. Like, it only makes sense that, you know, they making more money now. Even how they don't even need labels. Back then, you had to be signed to a major label to really end up feeling like you passed $1 million and you really eating. So I feel like that's another barrier that we broke in the hip hop rap industry, where you could kind of be independent or find a way
that independent was
get
a
your
long
distribution
time coming, man. Yeah, that's real. You're right, man. People owning their own name, owning their likeness. That's like hip hop came a long way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The people actually getting their due bread. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, now the $7 million. Niggas, some niggas ain't even signing for $1 million, bro. That's the crazy thing about it.
Nah, it's a
you know
lot
what
of
I'm
people
saying?
signing for way less, right?
Because $1 million, they know what's
Niggas signing for 50 bands, 100 bands.
I mean, hood shit.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about if you really
and then
believe
one
in
thing
yourself,
about it though,
and
one thing about it too, you can't even only say hood shit. It's a business. If an artist never even spent 50K, 100K in himself,
but he still
look down on.
But also, he still know he can put his shit up on Spotify or whatever. Probably make that on his own, bro.
Man,
and not on
the truth of the matter is, the niggas who be just going with the flow and just posting stuff, putting stuff up without no real budget, you don't really get that much motion. And the niggas who do, they life on the line. The reason why they getting all that motion because they went viral for their drama or beef, or they damn near about to be locked up, or somebody dead. Like, they going viral, getting clout from real tragic pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else, niggas ain't, if you ain't got no budget and you posting your stuff on all platforms, if you don't got your school behind you or a neighborhood behind you, it's a lot of niggas not making that much money on all platforms. Cause like they were just saying the other day, niggas only getting 1 cent, 0.3 cent.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if you tell a bunch of niggas, yo, I'm gonna sign you to this record label for 50,000, niggas gonna be looking like, what I'm gonna do with 50,000? Cause niggas know how much stuff costs now.
But it still all depends on the person once again.
It definitely depends on the person.
Because like I said,
but what I'm saying that most people got a little cake now. Everybody ain't walk around here, bro. Some niggas got 50, 40, 30. Some niggas got 100, 150. So these numbers, when you say $1 million, they're like, yo, I'm worth more than that because I could get that by myself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why, like, a lot of independence is killing the game. It's hard for a record label to even sign artists because the money they trying to give a niggas making that on their own has been proven time and time. Like, nowadays it's been proven that you can get out there and really make this money.
Well, I was just going to say, it's a lot of artists that I seen take deals and they found a way to buy their contract.
Yeah, they got to buy out this shit. But look, those was the times when times was either still changing or times was still, like, really still changing into what it is now. Like, right now today, if a nigga ain't signing for no real money, you don't really see. I mean, you see.
Nah, it's a lot of niggas still signing for regular money.
What's that record label? Like every Empire. And there's a lot of niggas who sign the Empire, but they doing that's a distribution.
Yeah, it's more. Most of them
but
got distribution partnerships.
Most people doing shit like that.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I be tapped into like a lot of the locals, and I see a lot of locals. They still signing for 20K, 50K, 100K because they never had a budget.
Probably a single deal or
nah. That's a real deal for like 2-3 hours.
Oh hell, 2-3 goddamn hours.
Yeah, because what happens is, Cap, that budget. A lot of people rap, but a lot of people don't have that budget straight up. Like, people rapping, they shooting videos, they going to the club, getting their record played. They doing a lot of moving around, but actually like pushing a single and pushing a mixtape with 20K, 50K, 100K behind it, it's a lot of local rappers. It's not a lot of independent rappers. Independent rappers spend money on their own music and push themselves. It's a lot of people that's local that's just they spending money too now. Like in a year, they probably done got up to 20K, but it's a difference when you really got a plan and a budget and everything just mapped out, and it's just like, and that's why I say it's a lot of people still taking them 20K, 50K, 100K because they ain't never spend that much money on themselves at one time.
But I'm talking about real guys coming in with a plan, with a, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
On what they want to do, how they want to do it. They looking like, yo, I'm not even just an artist, I'm a label.
Right.
I got, you know what I'm saying? They going for that more of a label deal. You know what I'm saying?
Money Man came in like that because he said he was with Cash Money for like 6 months and then he bought out his contract. But that's somebody who really was having motion like on his own personal, and music was starting to make money doing shows, everything. So
I like him.
He didn't really have to do it even when he did it. I'm talking about a lot of these artists that really get a chance from that first opportunity. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you really struggling, you trying to feed your family, motherfucker, put 20, 50, 75 in front of you, gonna jump on it. But I'm talking about somebody who really coming in with this shit together and trying to take a look at that shit and be like,
No, you're right.
Let me look around. At least look around before
I put it like this. According to your buzz, that's the people who might be like, well, I'm kind of getting a buzz, and they already giving me this $3,500 show, and this nigga already paid me $2,000 for a feature, and these labels already calling me too. I feel like the people who got a buzz, they the ones who like, man, I'm gonna chill a little bit. I ain't gonna rush into it. But if you got an opportunity, because somebody believing in you, and they just hearing what they like, and they just ready to take off.
It's like you control your own destiny. You're right. If you got the buzz, you got everything going, you're gonna throw numbers and you gonna listen. But that's the way shit going right now.
And I do feel like the younger you are, the more you were willing to jump on the number because the number seemed like more money to you. If I'm 22 and a nigga giving me 50K, 70K, 100K, that's a lot of money.
But then again, it depends on what y'all niggas get so much money that they look at that shit and be like, yo, that's
even that's overrated though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
my dog got that. That's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's no real reason to mention the word jealousy with young niggas making money right now. I'm not saying that you. I know what you was trying to say. Not saying you fuck with young niggas. We already passed that.
No, I'm jealous of the fact
that they got that opportunity.
But
what I'm trying to tell you is, it's no real reason to be jealous because, to be honest with you, all of the platforms that's out right now that young niggas is making money off of, niggas that's exceptionally older are making money off of.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But we could have been making more money if we knew it soon, like if it was already.
I mean, the way how I see it right now, you got people like Slim Thug from Houston, Texas. You got people, it's a lot of OGs right now who showing young niggas how to do it. So it's still so much room for learning all this financial literacy. Slim Thug is showing you how he buying apartments, buying home, real estate, land. So, and he's an older guy who's been showing you his independence, steady just dropping albums and mixtapes on all platforms. So he's using a new outlet, but he milking it way more than some of the young cats. Even Dolph. Dolph was like 33, 34, finally hitting that wave, making millions off of being independent on platforms. So I do feel like age always get thrown around because I feel like salute to the young niggas, they make it look faster and cooler. Right. But I feel like it's almost an even balance, kind of. Like, even if it's a couple more young niggas, it's still them old niggas making money off all of this shit.
Question. Being that we talking about young niggas and all that, how you feel about, young girls saying that young guys should be making X amount of dollars at the age of 18, 17, just in your young days when you should be enjoying life?
Man, I feel like a lot of all of that's cap. Like, a lot of that stuff just something to say and something to talk about, because I feel like if you 17, 18 and you just left your parents' crib from to finally start your own life, how much could someone expect you to have if you didn't inherit it?
I mean, these young girls talking six-figure shit. Like, I watch a lot of interviews.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's cap. I even seen one too talking about, he got to make $500K, and then the girl didn't even look like she even had $50 worth of clothes on. It was just like some funny shit. So it's all cap. I feel like a lot of it entertainment. Like it's entertainment. Like people saying, he got to make this amount, all of that, like that, or she got to make. It's all entertainment. It's like asking somebody.
A lot of people saying it.
Yeah, but it's just like asking somebody, hey, would you like to have a Lamborghini? Would you like to have a mansion? Everybody gonna say, oh yeah, I want the best of everything. But it's like, in reality, you get what you put in. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you be satisfied with maintaining, with getting from point A to point B, or maintaining wherever
These
you
people
lay
be
your head at.
serious, man. It's a coach out here that really think, man, like, yo, they worth that.
No, I think it's a pitch. It's just like anything right now.
It's like you go high and I go low, and then we meet at.
It's a bid, yeah. I'm gonna say something nice, and if anybody bite what I'm throwing out there or catch it, then I got my bait. I'm reeling it in. So I feel like that's the game we playing right now. If somebody come on there and ask you a question, oh, how much your person got to make? You don't want to be no dirt bucket saying, oh, they only got to make a little bit of money, even though you would settle and accept that and love that because you fell in love with a person. You can't help who you fall in love with.
I seen one girl. She was like, I think she was in her 20s. And they asked her, they was like, what's the value of a wedding ring? Like, how much would your wedding ring cost? And like, she said some real shit. How much would it cost? She said, I don't care how much it costs. As long as I got a good relationship with somebody and we connected now. You know, so I don't give a fuck if it's a bubblegum ring. I said, damn. That's some real shit.
Yeah.
Because people got to understand it ain't what shit costs sometimes. It's the value. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you got a young nigga and he might be something later in life, you got to give that man a chance to grow and be who he going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you push niggas out there to make money at a young age, they start doing things that they don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
But you trying to get that money at that age.
Yeah.
You know
Like Jay-Z say, man, everybody know the price of everything but the value of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something like that he said.
I just feel like that's like the blind lead the blind, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got to understand, yo, let these young boys grow. You feel me? Before you start putting all that pressure on them to be, you know what I'm saying? Because you see other guys doing it.
And that's why I was saying I feel like a lot of that shit be capped too, because a person to say something, but they ain't even standing on what they saying. So you'll have a nigga say, oh, she gotta make this or he gotta make this, all the while they not even making what they requiring of somebody else to have or do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's capped, because if you ain't in that space, why you requiring somebody else to be in that space?
But they mind frame is this is really going on. Like, this is how you really got to have this kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's capped because you ain't living it. So if you requiring something, you asking for something, but it ain't happening, but you saying that's your standard.
There's a couple niggas probably already done, not maybe that high, of course, but started that little movement with giving them a little too much more than they deserve at the time.
Yeah, but you got to really live it. It got to be something that you got used to, something that's around. That's why I was saying that last episode when we brought up the lady who said she didn't want to eat cheesecake patty. I said the only thing that'll help out that lady situation is if she go say, listen, man, look at this Morton's, look at this Ruth Chris, look at this place. I don't eat at these places all the time. I still eat at regular places too. I just don't fuck with Cheesecake Factory. But look at these high-end places I've been. You got to show the proof. You can't be out here talking about you need this or you on that level when you really living regular like everybody else.
But everybody, set their own price and their own value though, dog.
Oh yeah, that's why I say it's a pitch. That's why I ain't knocking them. Salute to anybody who gets somebody to bite the bait on the pitch.
You say you ain't knocking them, but I'm knocking them.
Nah, it's bait. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anybody who got any sense, they gonna say, oh, that's cap. Because if you don't see them really living it, you ain't gonna hold them to that standard. So if somebody throwing it out there, oh, that person got to make $300K, 6 figures. If you believe it, then you might be somebody who they might be interested in.
What if the girl say I really make that though?
That's when the dynamic changed. Now you got to be held up to that standard because that person really living it.
But what if she got OnlyFans and she making money like that? Nigga can't just, do his OnlyFans.
That all depends on the nigga. The nigga want to be with somebody who do that. A nigga like me ain't going to be with somebody who do that.
Is it fair for her to say that when you making money on OnlyFans?
Of course, she got her own requests.
Yeah, but you can't request that from a nigga, but you making that off OnlyFans. You understand what I'm saying?
If a nigga willing to accept that, then she gonna do what she do. She already making her own money. She don't need no validation from a nigga. If a nigga willing to accept that and be with it, that's on her.
It ain't about being with her. What I'm saying is, when chicks say a nigga gotta make that money, and the nigga push them to that, and they can back it and say, yeah, I do make that money. What I'm saying is, it's easier to make that money on OnlyFans. Not saying that women not working and putting the work into it, but it's easier to make that kind of money on OnlyFans. What can a man really do to make $1,000 a day that's legal? I'm just saying. A lot of people putting in a lot of work, making a lot of money, Cap. That's is what it is, bro. People, everybody making different amount of money, and everybody living in different means. Like But what I'm saying,
these people making all this money to do more higher end stuff. You get used to having money, so you start eating better. You start trying to travel more and do more stuff. You could live on a regular note and stop trying to live above your means. So, like I said, that go for people who want to date those type of people. If you noticing that you don't want to date nobody who on OnlyFans off rip, that's already excluded. It don't matter how much money she making. So that's why I say, if a nigga want to be involved with somebody who on OnlyFans don't care, then it would be his business to be worried about how much money he making on a daily because he dealing with somebody who making money like that doing that type of stuff. So that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't care about none of the cap people got all these stipulations or all of this, these hidden agendas with trying to say I'm on this level and I ain't messing with nobody. It's somebody for everybody. So if somebody feel like you on this level and you ain't really on a program, move along.
You know what's so crazy? When you say somebody for everybody, that's a true statement. I see a lot of people with babies and I ain't think somebody is eating.
That's part of the game too.
Like, I just be thinking about that shit sometimes. When people say that shit, that's a true damn statement.
Right, that's part of the game, man. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, people gonna do what they do. They gonna move how they move. And one thing about it, if somebody feeling how they feeling, as long as they can stand on it, you can't knock them. You know what I'm saying?
I say, if you the same every day, I respect it.
And if you really living like that, I respect it too. If you say, hey man, I don't eat McDonald's no more, and you really start showing proof that you only go to BurgerFi, and you saying, look at this receipt right here, man. This is a receipt of Five Guys.
Yeah, I don't eat.
That McDonald's shit over with, nigga, I respect. Hey man, he done stepped up his burger patty meats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he know the value of a good patty. I had to learn that.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know how to eat when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta learn, you know, it take time.
Bruh, you know, it's like when you grow up and you do things like you start to eat at different restaurants, you eat different varieties of meat. But you know, I just realized like when they always said grade value of meat, I ain't know that shit was that serious. Mm-hmm. I think I was eating B to C value meat coming up.
That's how it be.
You know what I'm saying?
It take time till you learn, man. But once you learn, you be up on game. You start peeping game. You just, like I say, if you knew better, you do better.
Yeah, but I could taste it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could taste the food and
right.
be like, that chicken dirty.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cheap, or it's cheap, or rubbery, or something.
But I call it dirty.
Right.
Because it's cheap chicken, so I know the chicken was dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that. But remember when you was coming to yoga, put that lemon juice all like this
all
shit,
that shit, then clean that chicken.
You ain't never taste that shit.
Yeah, they ain't even cleaning the chicken out there.
They ain't cleaning that shit. You know, we don't even clean it like that because you clean them and all that shit.
We still do vinegar water or something.
We still do, but do you as well, man?
Yeah, I still do.
I can speed cooking. But now about a better grade of
chicken. Man, I don't take 2 minutes slaps of vinegar and water on that thing.
You a dread. You ain't gonna even play. You ain't gonna cut no corn.
You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna do that?
Hey, but nah, one thing about it, two things for sure, man. I want to talk about Boosie with the situation he got with the lyrics with Rod Wave and Kodak Black.
Man, I've been seeing that shit. I mean, I can respect it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay your fare. If you ain't gonna get in contact with him ahead of time, by the time he reach out on his own terms, you gotta take it how it comes.
Sting paying Diddy paying Sting right now $1 million a month for his song.
Right.
I think for every rough I take.
Right.
I mean, that's what you gotta do.
Right.
And that's till he died. I said, I ain't never seen no shit like that. That shit said till Diddy die. I said, damn. Mm-hmm. So you gotta pay what you owe. This game is, you know what I'm saying, it comes with a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of pioneers in here not really truly getting their respect. They just trying to get their respect. But when you sample something from a man or you take a thing from a man, let him eat with you. Yeah. And you know, like, literally these guys are quoted saying, yeah, I took this from this. And
yeah, you might as well reach out if you don't want nobody to come holler at you, how they gonna holler at you. That's
I mean, Boosie, you know, he's just wilding with it right now.
I don't really feel like he was wilding. I feel like he said his piece. He was just letting.
You ain't have to even record that shit. On the same time, on the same note, you could have called them niggas in private and talked to them about that.
Them niggas supposed to call me. They stole my. They rehearsing my lyrics. They think my shit is inspirational.
You right.
I'm the OG.
But you want your money though, so you might want to call them.
They gonna have to pay anyway. Some of them gonna get away. Some of them gonna pay.
Cats and all that running around.
No, what it is I like what they doing. You supposed to remake music. I respect what Rod Wave and Kodak Black doing. If you like something, appreciate it, pay homage. Don't hide it. They doing the right thing.
You heard what you said? Pay homage.
Yeah, but it go both ways. They already did the work and the image.
Both ways?
I'm saying, listen, they already did the work and image. Now it's time to contact.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
you know, we putting out the single or the single just came out. I want to do a remix with you. I want to do a video with you, man. Blase Squaze, here go a couple dollars, man, for me using your song on paperwork, on file, not no hood nigga shit, cash. Put it on file, you know what I'm saying? Clearance, all kind of, you know, do the right thing. I mean, put it like this. What people would expect if somebody got to reach out to you after all of the work's been done?
True.
Cap, if somebody re-record your song 7, 8, 10 years later, and the album already out, doing good, and you gotta say, hey man, holla at me, man. I'm gonna have to holla at you or take you to court because y'all ain't holla at me.
Place that call behind closed. But see, I don't know if I'm a good example because I'm an old school nigga. I handle business differently. I would have never went online and said what I said. I would have called in person and said what I had to say.
It's true. Yeah, Boosie could have reached out to them folks.
That's the only thing I feel like, Boosie, you're OG, you know better, man. Like, you represent the old school, you know, just hit him up. That's why I felt right away when he said, like, come on, man. You could have just hit me up. Like, you really got these guys' number. You know
I mean, I feel like Boosie could have still did the same thing he did. It's just the fact that once he mentioned, I'm a sue, lawsuit, and courtroom, it kind of just, Boosie, you too, they be like, Boosie, you too gangster, and it's like, another nigga don't want to go to court, so it just rubbed everybody the wrong way.
This ain't got nothing to do
Why
with
you think raw way, like, man, just say a good number, I got you, man, I don't want to go to court.
This ain't got nothing to do with gangster, this got something to do with business. Ain't this business?
This business. That's why I respect, that's why I respect Boosie.
The streets gotta know when real shit is a
That's why I respect what Boosie's saying. It's a business, and
I understand it, but I just don't like the way he went about the business.
I mean, everything was all right. He just should have never said on live, "I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna take you to court."
I mean, if that's what you gonna do, that's business.
But he capping though. He probably
But Birdman.
That was really a draw out. That was Boosie's way of drawing him out to be like exactly what happened. Hey man, I'm gonna pull up on you, man. We ain't gotta do it. And guess what Boosie did the next morning? Hey man, I talked to Rod Wade this morning, man. He said he gonna pull up on me today. We already handled that. You know, we gonna figure it out. I told him.
And then he released another shit that started saying, "Nigga, you don't even own that shit."
Right.
So
yeah, they said they was gonna pay somebody else because they the ones who really own it.
You feel me? So not who wrong?
I'll be honest with you, this regular life, I don't really feel like neither one of them wrong. I do feel like Rod Wave could have hollered a little earlier and the response would have been different.
Probably.
So it's like two parties feeling two different ways. You got one party, it's like the music already out. So now I want to go live, the music already out worldwide. Hey, I'm going live saying, hey, what's up with my conversation?
But why you going live and you could have hollered at me?
The same way how bruh feel, you put your music out and you ain't holler at me. It go two ways. Two people feel two ways.
That's true, man.
But it's like you put the music out worldwide and ain't holler at me, so now I'm going worldwide telling you to holler at me. And now you feel away because you like, damn, bro, you could have hollered at me, say a real number. The same way how Boosie could have did it out the gate, like, yo, I'm going to reach out to his people to see, hey, what number we could put together without going live. Or going live without saying the word lawsuit, because you know that rubber nigga.
But you know our math is, you know, negative ain't a positive.
No, I feel you.
Sometimes negative is a negative.
I feel you. I feel you.
So, man, if I did it the wrong way, I mean, you go behind me and do it the wrong way too, nigga. You got to show me the right way to do it.
And what about Honeycomb Brazy? Honeycomb Brazy free. No longer free Honeycomb. He home now. Yeah. But I see he going at Finesse 2 times. And
Finesse my dog.
I fought with both of them. I fought with Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 times. I fought with both of them boys. Them boys be snapping. But the crazy part, he said something about Moneybag Yo too. Like, you know, said he ain't like that or something. He said it's just like nigga fought with all 3 of them. All of them got good music, you know. Yeah. I don't know what Honeycomb Brazy got going on, but it's just like at this point, you fresh home, you might as well just stick to the music and stay focused and keep
it's a lot of niggas calling him out, man. Even the boxer called him out, man. I don't think that was kind of fair because he's a professional fucking boxer, but I mean, when you bout that, you bout it, I guess. Like,
man, too much shit going on with all that shit, man.
I mean, it's a fair fade. He really just said a fair fade.
No, I'm talking about back to Honeycomb Brazy period.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying with his situation, period, like how he lost his grandparents to the ops and all of that.
Oh,
like,
yeah, man. That was some
rest in peace to the grandparents.
Nah, definitely that, bro.
Like, he got a lot going on with his situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say his music sounds so good. It's best for him to just stick to the music for a while. Because you just came home. You don't want to make the block hot.
Nah, definitely. You know, you got real life situations going on, man. But in that situation, man, maybe right now, because of that situation where he lost his people, you might feel like, man, I ain't taking
fuck everything, shit.
Fuck everything, but I ain't taking shit from nobody right now. You feel me? So, you know, I mean, right now, he seems like a man that know what he doing. He know what he, you know what I'm saying? What he trying to get out here. So just keep your head up, man, and stay focused, and man, you know, just do what you gotta do, take care of your business, man. But I ain't stepping in the ring with no professional boxer.
Yes, sir. Higher voltage, man. I need everybody to like, subscribe, comment. Dollar Bill 305 in here with
SwampCity
Kapp.
man.
You already know we vibing, man. All my voltage family, y'all tap in, man. Y'all stay tuned. More episodes on the way.